This video is not intended for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. How are you all doing this morning? Lori Roberts, good morning. Mark the Infinitely Tired, RR Purple Lady, Fuzzy Lumpkins, good morning. Samantha Joe, good morning. My wrench crew is here. The Valkyries flew yesterday. Yes. Mark the Infinitely Tired, Lady Mist, Kathia Star, good morning, everybody. RR, I probably already said that, but oh well. Axonar Comics, good morning, Trey. Good morning, sir. Lady Mist, how's every Adiga Outlaw? Hail, brother, my brother from another mother, Adiga Outlaw. Psychodorp 9, good morning, Captain Shrek. Good morning, sir. Number one Sci-Fi, good morning. Josh and Rebecca Momini. Do. Mr. CCDB. You know what, guys? Mr. CCDB has a channel. He has a channel. If you have not checked it out, check it out. He is an up-and-comer, rising in the ranks, just like us. Guys, if you haven't checked him out, check him out, Mr. CCDV. Guys, how's everybody doing this morning? Jedi Bill 797. Guys, man, everybody's here. Chat is flying. Man, guys, how are you all doing? So yesterday, who's still recovering from yesterday? Everybody's still recovering from yesterday. Dave G Sound, good morning. Good morning, Nicholas, Glenn. Today is the day. Yes, Final Fantasy VII Remake. And I'll plug my Nicholas Glenn from Echo Base Network is going to be doing a live stream tonight. I am going to be doing a live stream tonight. It will be late. It will be probably around midnight my time, Central Standard Time. So that's going to be insane. Midnight Central Standard Time. Guys, I have heard your calls. I've read the emails. I've looked at the comments. I have heard the calls. The Valkyrie Show will return. The Valkyrie Show will return. We are working on it, guys. We are working on it. We are working out the schedule. The Valkyries will return to take over. Mornings of Mischief. Oh, ready for round 2. Oh, man, guys. So I'm going to bring in my guest today, who is my permanent guest on Thursday, my co-host, Dave Bob. How are you doing, brother?
Good morning, everyone. How is everyone out there?
How is everybody doing? Chat is flying, Axonar Comics. Chat is flying. Wow, guys. So
yeah, I'm sorry I missed that yesterday. I took a few days off from the old interwebs. It was kind of getting to me, kind of making me a little sour.
Chat jumped on me. And Axonar Comics says, greetings, programs. That's what he does. That's what Trey does. And that's what I used to do too. On the every beginning of my old videos, I would say, greetings, programs.
Yeah, Tron was a classic.
Yes, Tron was a classic. It was. Thank you, Purple Lady, threw the link in there for Mr. C. Yes, please subscribe. If you guys haven't checked him out, check him out. He is an up-and-coming YouTuber. Please check him out, guys. He's bringing some good content. And speaking of content, guys, I've held off on this for the last couple of days, but I'm going to throw this out here. That is the link to the new Halls of Valhalla Patreon. And that is my Patreon. There's some cool tiers. There's a very, very inexpensive tier. Most of you that have Discord already, the link into the Discord, you guys are already there. So the higher tiers, you get some cool free stuff. I didn't want to be like other people. So what I've done is the top tier will get access to everything on Discord. I've got old videos that I'm going to upload. I've got tutorial videos that I'm going to upload, and you will get swag. Okay, you will get a welcome gift, and you will get a free gift on your birthday from the merch store, picked out by us here at Mornings of Mischief. So for your birthday, I want to do something to make sure you guys know, the people that sign up for this and stick with us, that you are going to get something every year. It won't be just one welcome gift and then you enjoy the lower tier stuff. You will get something every year. Okay. So I want to make sure, and this is just a one thing. It's like, oh, your next birthday, I'll send you something. No, every year I will pick you something out from the merch store and send it to you. Okay. So free shirt, free hoodie, free phone case, free coffee mug, something. You will get something for your birthday from me that I pick out personally for you. Okay. And the shop, I'll throw a link out to the shop. Oh, guys. So I just want to make sure you guys know that if you sign up for this and you stick with it, you are going to get something for as long as you're subscribed. I will make sure that you get something, and you get something cool. Okay. I'm not going to send you a sticker for your birthday or something. You know, even though we have some cool die cut stickers, I know some people have ordered the die cut stickers. Those are some damn cool die cut stickers. If you're not going to get a sticker for your birthday, you will get something cool. I promise you will get something cool. So, it'll be something nice off the merch store, and you might even get stuff that's been discontinued. So I know there's stuff that has been on there that has been discontinued that you can't get anymore. So you might be able to get something. I know I can do that. Nobody else can do that, but that'll be one of the perks. You know, you might get a Taco Tuesday shirt, which you can't get anymore. Thank you, Purple, for popping that out there. I was just copy and pasting. Thank you so very much, Purple. That link is down and does not work. Okay, well, try that. Try that. So I know I threw it out there on Twitter today. Guys, this is just something, this is a perk thing. Okay. Don't feel like if you have to go do this. If you do this, I really appreciate it. You know, I know everybody's struggling. I know everybody is struggling. It's not like you're going to get treated any differently. Okay. One of the things I don't want to do, and people have suggested I do this because they're like, well, why don't you have the little YouTube club? I don't want people to feel like, well, I have to do this to have a green name or anything. Okay. I don't want to feel like I have to do this to have a green name or to feel important. Everyone here is important. Everyone here is a part of Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Everyone here is appreciated. Everyone that's been coming in here, you guys, all you have to do is message me. If you're not a part of the Discord, message me and I will give you the link to Discord. That is for all of you that have been here with me since the very beginning. You never have to sign up for anything and pay a monthly fee to come in the Discord and hang out and chat and come to the Discord parties. Eventually, those are going to be patron only, but that's not including y'all. Y'all will always have access because you are like charter members of Mornings of Mischief. Even me, I don't buy shit. You don't have to. Josh and Rebecca Momney, you will always be on the Discord. All of you guys have access to the Discord, and always will, because you guys have been in here with me from the start. So enough of my plugging. I've been plugging stuff since I got on here. Plugging the new Valkyries, plugging the shop, plugging the Patreon. Dave Bob. Oh, what are we going to talk about today, brother?
I'm going to talk about a show that probably some of y'all have seen it, and it is an absolute gem of a show from back in the around 2008. It was called Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles. Now, let me remember. This had Summer Glau in it, didn't it?
Yep, and it also had Cersei Lannister in it as
Oh, that's
Sarah Connor.
right. That's right. She played Sarah Connor, didn't she?
Yep. Lena Headey, but one of my favorite actresses.
Man, that was a long time ago. That was before she had any movie roles, really. And of course, before she got big on Game of Thrones.
Yep. It was a very, very, very good show that it ended on a cliffhanger, and it was really almost criminal the way they had to end that show. They canceled it before its time. It was just one of those shows that back in that time period, Fox, if you didn't have stellar ratings, it didn't really matter. You were gone. And they kind of left it hanging on a pretty bad cliffhanger. I'm not going to get into a whole lot about the show because I'm sure there's some of you out there that haven't seen it and that may even want to go back and watch it. But just suffice it to say that it starts up pretty much right after Terminator 2. It's kind of a continuation of that timeline. It doesn't go into the Terminator 3 stuff and all the other movies. Basically, all that is just another timeline. This is directly in the timeline of right after T2.
Right after T2. So, if I remember right, it starts out with, yeah, and right, Joseph. It was unfortunately it was canceled after two sons of bitches. You can put sons of bitches in chat. You don't have to star it out, brother. You can put that in chat. It starts out with Sarah seeing a Terminator kill her son, right?
Yeah, she has a kind of a flashback or a dream. I guess it's a dream sequence.
And they're basically being arrested by the police, and suddenly a Terminator shows up, and you get the whole gratuitous toxic male scene because the cop in the back seat with Sarah looks down at her legs because she's got a skirt on, and I always wondered why is she wearing a skirt. You wouldn't imagine that Sarah Connor would be wearing a skirt, but it was all a dream. So weird shit happens in dreams.
Yes, it was really good. They kind of turned the twist with Summer Glau being the Terminator that John sends back to protect his younger self, and she was a bad little motor scooter, I guarantee you.
Oh well, yeah, she always has been. Sarah's always been like a kick-ass chick, except really, well, even in that first movie towards the end. But the only time that you ever see her and she's kind of vulnerable is when she's riding that scooter up to Big Boys, or Big Buns. They couldn't call it Big Boys. They called it Big Buns. How you doing today, Big Buns?
Yeah, that, a lot of people, when that series started, they didn't know if she could carry it because Lena was such a very, very petite woman, and to play Sarah Connor, of course, Linda Hamilton, she was fairly petite too, but everybody remembers her from T2 when she was all buff and everything and the big muscles, and Lena never really had that. She was just fairly petite, and they didn't know if she could carry the role, but she did a very good job.
She did, and Cersei Lannister off of Game of Thrones, she did a really good job too. I can never remember her name.
It's Lena Headey.
I can never, because she'll always be Cersei to me, even though I've seen her in other things. I go back and I'm watching old movies, all this stuff with the beer bugs going on, and people are sitting back and pretty much, dude, you can say anything but the F-bomb. Just don't drop an F-bomb in chat. That's it. I can say an F-bomb. Dave Bob could say an F-bomb. You could say it, but if it's in chat, YouTube gets really wonky for some reason.
Yeah, we don't want the Admiral from Picard to,
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, we don't need the Admiral paying us a visit. The effing hubris. And thank the Lord we don't have to talk about that anymore.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry I even brought it up.
Yeah, Dave Bob's like, oh no, I brought it up. No. Oh, guys, and if you have not heard, there is so much crap about that show going on now. Just look it up. There's stuff they took from Shutterstock. There's stuff they've admitted they took from other shows. It's all nonsense. Admiral F-bomb used to serve on the Enterprise D and was on Picard's casting couch. There's like a million things that we don't even want to talk about and don't want to get into because that is over. Goodbye, JL. Hello, new adventures with Loki and Dave Bob.
Yes, we're going to try to stay away from that. We're going to try to stick to good science fiction if we're doing science fiction.
Yeah. Oh man, I was sitting around last night and I was thinking, I was like, man, what can I do? What can I do to come up with some kind of intro for me and Dave Bob? Because I've asked Dave Bob if he wants to be a permanent co-host on Thursdays. And I was sitting there last night, and you know what I thought of, man? And I may even do this. I don't know. I screw the surprises. Do you remember? Did you ever watch any of the really old Disney movies, like Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella, all the old stuff, really old stuff?
Oh, of course.
Do you remember Robin Hood?
Oh yeah.
Guys, can you imagine? And I'm letting the cat out of the bag here. Yes, I'm working on something like this. What I was thinking of is a Stone Loki and Dave Bob walking through CBS All Access, laughing at what each other had to say, reminiscing this and that, and having such a good time. Oodalolly, golly, what a day. Oh, never ever thinking there was danger in the water they were drinking. They just guzzled it down. Oh, man. That's what I was thinking of, doing something like that. But about being ambushed by Klutzman and his cronies.
I don't think they would stand a chance.
Oh, no, they wouldn't stand a chance. Oh, they wouldn't stand a chance. Do it. Josh and Rebecca Momini, do it. Oh, Picard is literally dead. No need to talk about it, from Joseph.
Yeah.
He nailed it right there. He nailed it.
Yeah. They can't even really call it Picard anymore. It's got to be Robocard.
Robocard.
Damn it, I said it again. I said I'm not going to talk about that crap anymore.
Oh, crap, dude. His prime directives: serve the Federation's interest, protect yourself, uphold the idealism of the Romulans. Directive 4, secret or whatever, so they can just, activate him when they want to and override him.
Section 4, I take no offense at what anybody says.
Oh, man.
Yeah, really though, people, if you haven't seen Terminator Sarah Connor Chronicles, really go out, try to find it. Right now you can actually watch it free if you have, I think Internet Movie Database has it on there. There are commercials, but you can watch it there free. So that's one way to watch it. And there's probably other ways to watch it if you sail the high seas, but I'm not going to, plug anything like that. But it was really a very good one. This is, showing you that TV shows and stuff that are reboots and remakes on stuff can be good. They can be original, and they can take you in another direction without going down the woke trail and that kind of stuff. I mean, that's, my opinion, but I just want to throw that out to you that it's a very good, and especially, what we're going through right now with the thing that shall not be named and everybody having, to try to figure out what they're going to be doing with their time. That's a very good use of your time there, in my opinion.
Yeah, and getting back to the Cersei thing, I was watching 300 the other day.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, damn, she's in 300 too.
Yep.
She's Leonidas's wife.
Yep.
Damn, how much stuff has she been in that I've just like completely glossed over and forgotten about?
Well, you remember Judge Dredd, the remake with the guy from Star Trek?
She was Momo.
She was Momo.
Whatever her name was. Momo?
Yeah, she
Momo.
was one that ran that building, that's for sure.
Yeah, dude, I did know that because I watch that movie at least a couple times a year. The peach trees thing is just outstanding. Yeah. Peach trees.
Well, that was actually a movie that I thought was superior to the original one.
Yeah, and man, I just the amount of stuff she's in just completely blows my mind.
And she's a very good actress. She's British too. You wouldn't know it because she does a very good convincing American accent.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. It's amazing that she has the range that she does. And I'm you know what, if anything good came out of Game of Thrones, that the actors and the opportunities they've had, some of them they're going to be typecast forever as the roles they played, but some of them, it really makes you pay more attention to what they've done in the past and what they're going to do in the future.
Yeah, they're, not I never watched one episode of Game of Thrones. I just wasn't into it at the time, and then by the time I started, hearing a lot about it, all I was hearing was about, how the season 8 was going downhill and crashing fast, and that kind of, dropped my interest to even start it. So I really can't say a whole lot about the show other than, I've seen pictures and clips and that type of stuff, but nothing other than that.
Yeah, and there, of course, you've got so much bad blood with what they did the last couple of seasons, and Dave Benioff and DB Weiss, it's hard to even talk about that without being like those sons of bitches.
There's a lot of that going around for some reason.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going around for some reason. Isn't that the truth? And isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Hollywood shut down.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of those studios are going to be feeling it pretty quick. It's like the actual movie theaters are now, there's a lot of those that are just going to go out of business without any patrons coming in and watching the movies and paying the bills. It's not a good time, folks.
No, and I put out a video. We did a live stream, guys. We did a live stream 2 weeks ago when we talked about this. Our movie theater's doomed. And you know what? A lot of people said there ain't no way. They're going to be fine. Nobody's going to go out of business. AMC is closing their doors. AMC is closing their doors, folks. They are in a boatload of trouble. They have fired all their employees. They are deep in the red and probably not going to make it. They are probably going to never open their doors again. Broken Entertainment, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Give me just a minute and I will throw you I will throw you a link in here. I'll throw a link in the chat. Screw it. But we talked about this. We talked about it 2 weeks ago. I know a lot of people were like, I don't think so. I don't think this could happen. But, it's happening. It is happening. Places are shutting their doors. And I'm not happy about it. I don't want to be right. I love movie theaters. I love going to the movies. And that's what I don't want to see, Lori. I don't want to see the mom and pops. I could care less about AMC. I could care less about AMC. All the mom and pops, all the little places, B&B theaters, Alamo theaters, those are the places I don't want to see go.
That's right. It's hitting everybody. I mean, look at all the comic shops now and everything, with all the stuff that's going around. Of course, they were failing before, but now entertainment is really taking a hit, and it's going to keep going downhill. And this thing that shall not be named is, kind of brought a lot of it to the forefront. There's going to be companies like Disney's feeling it, CBS is feeling it. All the big entertainment companies are feeling it. It's a terrible situation, but something, really unprecedented, but we will make it through. Just we got to keep our heads up. We got to support each other and just be there for each other.
And Kathia brings up an interesting point. They shouldn't price a small thing of popcorn $15 a bag. That's why they're failing. What do you think about that, brother?
Well, honestly, the theaters, they don't make that much on the ticket sales. They really don't. 60% of that goes to the people that have the movie. That is the only way that they can stay in business, is to charge those prices like that. You can say a lot of things, but you've got to be able to make a profit, or you're not going to be in business. I mean, that's just part of it.
And I would like to add to that, there are places that when you buy popcorn, you get an infinite amount of popcorn. I know at B&B theaters, at Alamo theaters, especially Alamo, man. If you've never been to Alamo, an Alamo movie theater, check it out. They do not pay me to say that. No one pays me to say that. They will bring you a silver bowl filled with popcorn with real butter. Not the squirt stuff, not the stuff you get from the concession stand, real butter. And it's infinite. I think it's $12.99, and you get as much popcorn as you want. One bowl. That's worth it. That is definitely worth it. And like Dave Bob said, they can't stay open just on ticket sales. They would have to close their doors. It's the concessions that makes them money.
Yeah, we got and support the smaller ones, like those smaller theaters. The AMC's and the Regal and all that. They're big corporations for the most part, and they're failing too. But the small mom and pop ones are the ones that really hurt, because it's like the comic shops. The comic shops are just small businesses that are going to be driven out. There's so many small businesses that are going to fail with this, that it's a tragedy. But there's not really a whole lot you can do about it when everybody has to shelter in place.
Joseph says, no butter popcorn for me, please. Plain salty only. You know what I like to do, Joseph? I'm like a popcorn connoisseur. I love making popcorn. I've got a big ass popcorn machine, and it's the movie theater style popper, the big popper, and you need oil. You need an oil to pop your kernels. It's not like an air popper at all. And what you use is a coconut oil that has butter flavor in it, but you don't put it on top of the popcorn. What you do is you fill up your popper with it, and you put your kernels in, and that's exactly how they make it in the theater. And if you put a little extra in and throw a little salt in there, a little popcorn salt, and then pop it, it's salted. It's got the flavor. Oh, good stuff, man. Good stuff. I love watching movies. I absolutely love watching movies. I love watching movies in the movie theater, and it doesn't get better than movie theater popcorn.
Yeah, I love movie theater popcorn. I used to have just a popper. It was an oil-based popper, and I always used to get the Redenbacher popcorn when I had it at home. And like Loki said, you use that oil-flavored kind of butter flavored kind of oil, and put it in the bottom, and that and then salt it afterwards. That's really, it tasted a lot like the movie popcorn. You got to cook it in oil though.
Yep. Mr. CCD says clarified butter, otherwise the milk solids will burn. See, I did not know that. I did not know that. That coconut oil, though, man. Oh, and Robert Pearson, I had this up here a minute ago. His small, privately owned cinema can be rented out for 70 lira to show any movie that is still available for them to get. Unfortunately, that means no Lucasfilms are available, but still a massive choice. Dude, that would be so cool to just rent out a theater for you and your friends. Guys, if we ever do a giant get together, I have to find some kind of like helmet to wear. It won't be a mask. We got to do that. We got to rent out a movie theater at some point and have a big get together and all watch a movie together.
I don't have to wear any kind of a mask. I'm just a big chicken.
I'm just a big chicken. Well, I gotta say,
I'll say, boy, there's something about a boy who don't play baseball.
British pounds, dude. Sorry, Psycho Dwarf. I'm like lira. British pounds. Yeah, I don't know shit. I'm thinking lira and yeah.
Pound sterling.
Lori Roberts says Jolly Time white with salt and butter. Yummy. They have all kinds of different popcorn you can pop.
Remember the old Jiffy Pop?
Old Jiffy Pop on the stove, dude. Old Jiffy Pop on the stove.
I remember that from when I was a kid. We used to have that quite a bit.
No, they aren't, Joseph. They are not. Joseph, tickets about 12, beverage and popcorn, 12 to 15. Cinemas are not family friendly. No, they never have been. Not in my lifetime, anyway. I remember hearing about you could get into a show for a nickel and get a popcorn and a drink for a dime. But, man, I wasn't alive then.
Yeah, that was before my time.
Man. And do you think that's because they take more? They take more money now? They take a bigger percentage?
Well, yeah, they're taking, I'm pretty sure 60% of what the take is what goes to the one who owns the movie, the Disney or whoever, Fox, Paramount, all of them, Warner Brothers. I think 60% is the going rate.
Burning Jiffy Pop. What a bad smell. I've done that. I've set the damn thing on fire, Lori. I set the whole damn thing on fire.
Oh, yeah. If you haven't done that, you haven't ever cooked any.
Yeah, well, there's a difference between cooking that on an electric and cooking it on gas. You cook it on gas, it's like, am I going to light the damn thing on fire this time, or is it going to make it?
Yeah, I've never cooked on anything but gas. Propane and propane accessories. Oh, man,
dude, that was such a great show, too. So back to the Sarah Connor Chronicles. Oh, so you had Summer Glau in this, too. And was she just off of Firefly?
No, Firefly was earlier. It was shortly after Serenity, the movie. But I think Firefly was early in the 2000s, 2003, 2004, something like that. And this was 2008. And actually, like I said, I think this was, it started as a mid-season replacement, and actually was right in the middle of the writer's strike. And that's one of the reasons the first season didn't have a whole lot of episodes. There was only like 9 episodes in the first season. There were 22 in the second. So I think there was a total of about 31 episodes of the whole series. But Summer Glau, she is such a delightful creature. That's all I can say about her. She is a delightful creature. She has that dancer's body, and the way she moves, everything. She looks like she's dancing the whole time she's on the screen.
She does, man. And I'm surprised she's not in more. I've seen her in some shows. You see her in some shows, but I'm really surprised that she hasn't been in more, because she is a very, very good actress. She's got the chops to do whatever she wants.
Yep, she's a Texas girl too. I think she's from Houston.
Yep. Yes, sir. I do believe you are right. I believe she's from Houston. And like I said, I can't believe she hasn't been in more. I really can't, because she was excellent in Firefly. She was really good in Sarah Connor Chronicles. A lot of people didn't like Stargate universe, but that wasn't her fault. She did a really good job in that. She was in The Arrow. I think she was in season 2 or season 3 of The Arrow. She's always had some good roles, and she's always played those roles to the best of her ability. And
a lot of guest star appearances on a lot of different shows.
Yes. And you would think they would use that more. Hollywood would see that and use that more. But they haven't.
Well, Hollywood is not exactly known for their good choices lately. There's so much stuff going on in Hollywood now. All the celebrities, they're acting like they're a bunch of big babies because they got to be locked up for a few weeks and can't get out and can't get the attention they think they deserve. It's really kind of sad.
Yeah, and is this a consequence of things that have happened in Hollywood? Maybe she didn't want to be a part of some things and didn't, do what other people did. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. I can't say for certain. You hear about the Weinsteins and the Epsteins, and you hear about all this crazy shit. And
there's probably just so very many talented actors and actresses that have through the years, didn't put up with the groping and whatever, that the casting couch, and they didn't make it. Not that they weren't deserving of it, it's just that they didn't play the game.
Yeah, they didn't play the game, and that game is over. Or it's flipped on its end. You don't know yet. You don't know yet. You hope all that crap's over and done with, but there's always going to be people, men and women, because if anything, over the last couple of years, we've learned men and women, they both do this, and they both take advantage of people, and they get that power in Hollywood, and they think, well, nobody's ever going to be able to touch me, and I'm going to be able to do whatever I want to do. So it's all about those people looking for power. Guys, I never stressed this more, and this is something that that I looked at before I started all this. We are all in this together. Everyone that's here, everyone that comments, everyone that's been a part of this, we are all here and we are all equal. There is no one over anybody else. This community that we have here, we're all equal. No one treats anybody else like crap, and when they do, that's the end of it. Doesn't matter who they are. Doesn't matter who they are. If someone that's been here since day one started calling people bitches and hoes and cursing at them and shit, that's it. Bye. That's the way it is, because we don't do that to each other. We all respect each other. We all understand that. Do people, do family and communities argue sometimes? Yes, that's unavoidable. But there's the difference between arguing about something, having passion about something, wanting to get your point across, and treating someone like shit or taking advantage of someone.
You can disagree with someone without being nasty. I mean, that's part of being an adult, is being able to talk to someone that doesn't share your point of view and still be able to respect their opinion and, get your point across, but still be respectful of their opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's important.
Like I always say, I'm a grown ass man. I mean, I have relatives that are politically just polar opposites of what I am, but I can talk to them and I can look at their point of view. Even if they don't look at mine, I will not be disrespectful to them, because, like I said, I'm a grown ass man and they're relatives.
That's right. That's right. We are all grown people. And Mark the Infinitely Tired nailed it, as Aretha Franklin sang, RESPECT. That's right. And those in power who take advantage of that power for their own personal sake, it's some nasty shit, dude. You need to stop and you need to think about what the hell you're doing. Because like we have here, we have a community here. If I took advantage of anybody in this community, I would be a piece of shit. That's what I would be. I would be a piece of shit. You don't do stuff like that. You don't take advantage of people. You don't use people. There was an old saying, you don't shit where you live, or you don't shit where you eat. You don't. And that is very, very important to me, because you guys just aren't my channel, my chat. When I get on here, I don't say, oh, well, I'm going to talk to my chat today. No, you guys are friends. You guys are part of this community. You guys are family. That is important to me. That is why I'm here. That is why I'm doing this. If I didn't feel that way, I wouldn't tell y'all get on the mic. I wouldn't have encouraged Purple and Sam to get on the mic yesterday. I've been encouraging Sam since she started doing videos to do more videos, get more content out there. Keep the content coming. Everybody, you, Dave Bob, man. When I started this channel, I said, if I do anything, I'm getting Dave Bob on the channel. I want to get him as to guest on the channel. And now he's coming on every Thursday. Why? Because I love his opinion.
I really appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you being on here, man. I love your opinion. I love the way you say it. He says it straight, folks. He doesn't hide behind anything. He doesn't hide behind the bushes and point. He gets out there and he makes his statements. He is not afraid to tell us how he feels. And that's important. That is important. Being honest about your opinion and letting that opinion out there, that is important. And I respect that. I completely respect that. Sarah Michelle Gellar and Eliza Dushku were awesome in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Dude, Eliza Dushku was like the dream girl for me back in the day. Faith, the bad girl. Oh,
I remember her from that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, True Lies.
True Lies.
I think that was one of the first things I ever saw her in.
That was the first thing I ever saw her in, dude. And I did not realize that was her until after she was in Buffy.
She was so young. I mean, she was terribly young then. I think she was probably in her early teens when.
Yeah, she was 13 or 14 years old. Oh, Josh and Rebecca Momini. Loki, isn't that what the Lord of Mischief wants us to believe? I'm on to you, sir. Oh, guys. I know I'm a big old softie. I know. But I value friendship. I value friendship. I value it. And it's because of you guys I'm on here. It's because of Dave Bob. It's because of Purple. It's because of, Akasha. It's because of Sam. It's because of all you guys that when I started this said, no, keep doing it. You're doing great. You know, Lori Roberts was one of the very first people that commented on any of my videos. I put out a Joker video back when Joker came out. And Lori Roberts was one of the very first people that said, hell yeah, this was 100% dead on. And, you know, it's one of those things I won't ever forget because it helped me with the confidence I need to do what I'm doing today. You know, I was scared too, guys. I was scared for years. I thought about doing this for years, and I was like, man, who's going to ever want to listen to my opinion? Ha! Ha! What does that ever going to matter? But I definitely value y'all's, and I value yours, Dave.
Yeah, well, I may never have my own channel, but, you know, if anybody ever needs me to come on and tell them what I think, I can definitely do that.
Well, dude, if you ever consider it, man, you've got your first subscriber right here, because damn straight I'll be the first one to subscribe. We all need more Dave Bob. We all need more Dave Bob.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Dave Bob has left the building.
They'll be trying to cut your hair off as you make it to the limo. Oh man, it's insane. It's insanity. Oh, complete and utter insanity. So, is there anything about this series you think that they did it better than the first two movies?
Well, they got a little bit more into personalities, and there was a lot of I guess from the future there was a lot more intrigue and just hidden agendas and stuff in it. You know, you really got to kind of try to follow this. It's not your typical Terminator in the fact, you know, it's just, hey, go back in time and it's all, you know, shoot 'em up action the whole time. There's a lot of intrigue and almost duplicitous behavior in there too. And I kind of like that. And, you know, I know that Terminator is mainly, you know, just action oriented and everything else, but you can't carry a series just by pure action. I don't care. You know, you got to have some background and some intrigue in there. And I think they did that well.
Yeah, they did. They really did. They absolutely did. And Lady Gravemaster asked, Dave Bob, how is your ankle today?
It's swole up pretty good, and it's still tender, but I'm going to tape it up here in a little bit. Got to get out and mow the grass.
Got to get out and mow the grass. Oh man, so what happened? Tell it just for anybody that doesn't know what happened. Was your ankle messed up?
My grandson and I were riding down a trail, and being 5 years old, he doesn't listen very well. I'm sure most of y'all know that 5-year-olds, you know, have their own way of doing things. And he's supposed to stay behind me. And he went zipping past me. And I told him, I said, slow down. It was a big hill. I didn't want him to get hurt. And he just slammed on his brakes. And it was either me crashing into him or going off the trail. So I just went off the trail.
Oh man. And you're okay. You got a little sprained ankle, but you're okay.
Yeah, I skin up, sprained ankle, but everything's fine. I've had way worse than this. I've had hangnails hurt worse than this. Honestly, I think as I get older, pain doesn't bother me near like it did when I was younger.
Yeah. It's always a little different, isn't it, as you get older? So Axonar, good morning, Axonar. And Hollywood is a grind. You would know, sir. You would know. Hollywood is a grind. Hollywood is a complete grind. And he says Atlanta is a huge film market and much more humane. I did not know that. We moved our studio here. Love it in Atlanta. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. I've heard Atlanta is really nice. I have heard Atlanta is really nice. I haven't been there myself, but I have heard it. So, any final? I know we've completely gone off the rails this morning and talked about a dozen other things, but if you had to tell anybody, hey, go watch this, what would you tell them to go watch? Why would you tell them? What would you say? Hey, go check out Sarah Connor Chronicles because.
Well, if you liked The Terminator, I mean, the first 2 episodes after the first, the other movies that were, they had some good points in them other than the last one. I didn't watch it all, but if you want to see something that's written, has good writing, has good actors in it, and is something that we're badly missing today, just doesn't have a whole lot of agenda in it, go watch this. It's one of the better things out there. And like I said, it ended way too soon, and y'all might be disappointed in the way it ended, but don't let that stop you because it's well worth watching.
It is. I just like I said, I just watched the premiere. I have not watched this show since it aired. It got caught right in the middle of the writer's strike, so many things were responsible for some ups and downs on this show. But I am in the middle of rewatching the entire thing. Guys, if you want a good show, check this out. Summer Glau, Lena Headey. That's it, right? Headey.
Lena Headey or Headey. I'm not real sure how to pronounce it.
Yep. Trey, good morning, sir. Good morning, Trey. We got 2 Axonars here in chat. Guys, thank you. 2 Axonars here in chat. Oh, yeah. Greetings, Axonar. So, guys, we're going to close it down. Tomorrow, I've got number 1 Sci-Fi is going to be on the show. He's going to be guesting on the show. We're going to talk to him. I have no idea what we're going to get into, but it should be interesting. Thank you so much, Dave Bob, for being here and being my co-host on Thursdays. And I'm going to work on that intro, man. I am going to work on that intro and see what I can come up with.
Well, thank you for having me on here. And I want everybody to know in that intro scene where you had the 2 robots, I'm the good looking one.
Dave Bob's the good looking one. Yes. Yeah. And I'll play that again while we go out, guys. I want to thank everybody for being here. Lori Roberts, Sit Room Fuzzy, Mark the Infinitely Tired, Captain Spire, RR, Axonar, man. Thank you for coming. If that's Alec, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for popping in here this morning. Robert Pearson, thank you, brother, for being here. Robert is on Echo Base Network, guys. Check him out. He is one of the wrenches for Echo Base, and he makes some really cool stuff, guys. He's a awesome dude. Number 1 Sci-Fi. He's going to be my guest tomorrow. Purple Lady, one of my Valkyries. Axonar Comics. Trey has a great channel. If you guys have not checked out Trey, check him out. Watch his videos. Great content, guys. Great content. He is absolutely psyched about Axonar. Samantha Joe, my other Valkyrie. Thank you so much, Valkyries, for being here and wrenching for me today. Sit Room. Tyron Beard, man, I missed you in the intro, but I got you on the outro. Oh, guys, thank you so much. Psychodorp 9, Lady Mist. Diga Outlaw, if you're still there, brother, thank you for being here this morning. Everybody, thank you. Lady Gravemaster, thank you guys so very much for being here today, for hanging out with us. We have more to come. RR, good morning. Joseph, thank you for popping in here, brother. Keely Chow, it is good to see you again. Keely Chow. Mr. CCDB, if you haven't checked out his channel yet, check it out, guys. Great channel, great content, up-and-coming YouTuber. Guys, thank you so very much, everybody. Josh and Rebecca, Mamamini. I did it.
Y'all be careful out there.
I did it again. I said Mamamini instead of Momini.
Momini.
Oh, God, what's that hard? Momini. You guys have a great one. See you tomorrow. Final Fantasy VII tonight. Final Fantasy Remake tonight, midnight. I'm going to be streaming for I don't know how long. I may stream and then go into the mornings of Mischief. I do not know. But guys, it's going to be epic. I may do an 8-hour stream and go right into Mornings of Mischief. I don't know how it's going to work, but I will be streaming tonight at midnight Central Standard Time, -6 GMT. See you all there. Everybody have a great day, and we're out.